And joining us on the phone right now from Nashville, Tennessee, absolutely live, for her second appearance on the show, no less, it is Cindy Alter. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I look so forward to it, as always.
You know, Cindy, for some reason, it doesn't seem like my connection is quite plugged in quite right. Is it, Tracy? Doesn't seem like it's coming through the way it should be. Let me try it again, Cindy, to make sure. Try that again.
There we go.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, can you hear me?
Now, there we go. It's my fault. I had faulty wiring for a second. I'm glad I caught it early.
Excellent. I'm happy you did too.
So
these phones are crazy.
I know, and I'm like, I'm not hearing it correctly. Now it sounds beautiful and in stereo.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Well, the last time we spoke, you said you were in Nashville, which you just confirmed that you still are.
Yes.
I want to thank you so much, first of all, for sending me back my copy of the 7-inch of Substitute by Clout, which you kindly autographed for me.
Well, I mean, that's a special thing, you know. The song is a classic, so if you've got a copy of it, I'm happy to sign it. Absolutely.
That was so cool of you. And last time we spoke, you had told me that your book, No Substitute, was out on Kindle. Did the book ever come out physically?
Yes, now it's available on Amazon. So you just look up the paperback, Amazon, Cindy Alter, No Substitute, and they can find it on I think it's like $15.99 or something ridiculous like that.
Well, that is really cool because several listeners that I know of are like big time addicted to reading rock autobiographies. And I guarantee that information made a few people happy, including me. I'm going to get the book, and then maybe we'll have something more to chat about on part 3.
Well, I'm always up for that, and it's a hell of a ride, you know, because it's not just a rock and roll story, it's a story of survival. And I suppose when you've been in this business for so long, you do learn to survive, but you also learn to thrive, hopefully, you know, and that's where we're all trying to head, you know, not just to be a survivor, but to be able to thrive as well and to enjoy the ride.
There you go, and find grace in all that comes your way.
Oh, yeah, definitely grace, and peace. Grace and peace are like two very elusive words in our vocabulary nowadays, and I've been looking for that for a long time. I've had different experiences in my life. They have not made me jaded, believe it or not, even though it's been a crazy ride. I'm definitely far from jaded, but I have been on a path just to find some peace in my heart and to find grace in my life. And I can honestly say I'm there right now. Really? That is beautiful to hear. Yeah. Oh my gosh, do you know what it's like when you've had a turbulent life and suddenly you can breathe? Wow. That's something else, you know. That's a great way of putting it. I know you've come through not only the sharks and all the good and bad of the rock and roll and the music business, but you've also survived cancer, and you survived domestic issues that were sort of, I guess, abusive, just to be blunt. And here you are, thriving and happy. Well, you know, I think everybody's got a chance to do this. It's choices. Sometimes we make the wrong ones, and sometimes hopefully we make the right ones. And I think life throws it at us, and it's how we take it. It's like, oh my God, I'm a victim of this, or I'm a victor of this, you know. Well said. So, well said. I'm full of those kind of things. It's when I apply it to myself that it works. I love it. I love it, man. How has Nashville been treating you? Have you moved there? Of course, when I spoke with you was April of 2022, I believe, and you had been there just a couple of months. How has Nashville treated you? I am really happy here. I have found my space. Musically especially. I've got 2 new songs and finished another one that I recorded, I've Been Me. It was an older song of mine that I just was never happy with the chorus, and I rewrote it here. And I think Nashville has just opened my musical ears to, I think, just to reach deeper and to be more, a little bit more raw with what I'm writing. You know, that's good. It's a wonderful feeling. Do you play out a lot? I have been playing out quite a bit. I'm doing a lot of songwriter nights where we do the writers in the round.
Beautiful. Those are fun.
Which I love that, because then you get to see other artists. Like, it's always great to play on your own and to do a set or whatever. But when you're playing with others, you're hearing other stuff. You meeting other people. You like getting introduced to their people who are there, and it just goes from there. And that's been very good for me and my band. I put a band together.
Oh, what's your band called? Do you have a band name?
I don't have a name. It's just Cindy Alter, and the band is just the guys that are in the band.
Nice.
I've always had names for them, and I've always had band names, and I thought this time I'm just going to be Cindy Alter, and if I think of a name, maybe I will, but maybe I won't.
Well, you're letting the music do the talking. That speaks for itself.
Well, that's really what it is, and the band is there to support that. The band is there to have your back and to just, make every song just sound the best that it possibly can.
Absolutely. It's still a team. It's just your name, and that's, you've been around for a long time, and you've earned the right to actually do that, and it's really cool, to just go out as Cindy Alter and have confidence and do your own stuff, and it's really amazing.
It feels good because it was always Cindy Alter with Clout, Cindy with Zia, Cindy with Cindy Alter Band, Cindy with Alter Irving, Cindy with blah, blah, blah. And it was always that, and it's fine. It all served its purpose. And right now, I just want me. I need to be me.
I love it. Have you been writing music for other people at all, Cindy?
Yes, so I'm writing with quite a few people. So I'm doing a lot of co-writes. And these co-writes will go to whoever they want to send it to, or if they want to use it themselves, or if we want to use it, me and the co-writer. So that's also been good for me. And obviously that's my main goal, is to get my songs out there and to get cuts, to get stuff cut and put on the radio and let it fly, baby.
Awesome. The world of publishing.
Yes, indeed. That's it. Exactly, Derek. You just said it. The world of publishing.
Right. It's very important, and many people do forget about that world, and that's where many musician goes wrong, and you obviously are going right in that direction. So,
well, thank you. But I've been an artist my whole life, and I've been a successful artist, and I've been very lucky. But to me, right now in my life, I mean, the chances of getting signed to a record deal at 66 years old is probably not very likely. But hey, I never say never, because it could happen. But bottom line is, I have such an arsenal of songs. And there's got to be one or two that can be cut. There's got to be. It can't be really all bad. You know what I'm saying? So I've got faith that is what's going to happen.
Yeah, you've got the name, and you've got the years behind you. So since you write such cool tunes, I think it's wonderful. Even if you successfully do that publishing and songwriting thing in Nashville, I think that serves as a great way of living. Plus, you get to play live a lot, and what a blessing,
It is. It's like kind of being able to do what you want and getting to a point where you can do what you want. Right now, I don't have to do it for a living anymore. I took a job with a big talent agency, and I'm really loving that as well. So that's giving me the sort of the foundation from which I can launch my music career.
Well, how cool is that? Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. Well, Derek, let me tell you, it's been a hard road. It's not been an easy road, and I can't say, it's just been a piece of cake. Here I am, as I said, 66 years old, still throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks, and still believing that something's going to give.
Right. Well, that's the very thing that propels you and does manifest. As you know and I know, our thoughts do oftentimes become what we think. And so
absolutely.
I was watching something with Anthony Hopkins the other day. It's like a 1-minute video on YouTube. And he said, there's one thing I want to pass on to everyone, and that is, if you believe in something, it will happen. And even if you don't believe it's going to happen, pretend you do. He says, even if you pretend and tell yourself you believe, most likely it's going to happen as if you did believe. And that's what was pretty profound.
That's very profound, because I read something years ago. It just said, act as if.
Exactly. The
okay,
act
so
as
that's
if
the same
method.
premise. Just act as if. So every day that you go out, you say, I am a successful published songwriter. I am. Not I am going to be.
Yeah, shout out to Peter Mount Shasta. I am. Peter Mount Shasta is a great writer, and that's like his saying is I am. It's like the I am people down there in Mount Shasta. So amen to I am.
I love that. I love that. It is the I am thing. Yeah.
I love it, yeah. It's like manifestation and owning it, you know? One of your fans did send me some questions, and I didn't get I won't have a chance to get to most of them, but I think I've covered them. I wanted to know, are you ever going to do any kind of touring, or is that something that's pliable? Well, do you think you'll ever get outside where you're at now and maybe hit the coast, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest? Do you ever think you'll get out and do something like that?
I totally believe I will. I think next year I'm going to be able to move more towards that. Take sort of my vacation time that, I can take and just go and do it, because I've been lucky. I've played in California because I lived there. Now I've played here because I live here. I've got friends of mine in New York area, New Jersey. I'd love to get out there, get out to the East Coast. I really would. So that would probably be my next move. Is to get on a 10-day tour and just slam it. Yeah.
And your fan, her name is Kat. She wanted to know if you were going to strap on the electric anytime soon. That's exactly how she put it.
I used to play the electric a lot in my bands. And when you're just doing a songwriter night, you're not going to play an electric guitar.
Yeah.
So that's not where I'm going or thinking of going. But I've got a beautiful old Ibanez that were given to us in Clout. When Clout first started, we were sponsored by Tama. And we were all given beautiful, our drummer was given a Tama kit, which he still has to this day. And all of us were given Ibanez guitars. And I got this Gibson 59er copy. It's as heavy as hell, but it's such a great guitar.
Quality.
And yeah, it's a quality guitar, built really well. And a lovely sound, So I would probably pull that out. Just before I left South Africa, I was selling everything, Derek, because I knew I had to go down to bare bones. I was moving country. Yeah. I could not take 15 suitcases. I could take 2 suitcases, maybe 4 suitcases, which I had to pay extra for, of course. And I sold 2 beautiful guitars that I just love so much. But you know what? It's called life.
It is.
And sometimes in life, you do things that you might look back and say, hey, I should have kept them, but you know what? I can buy another one.
There you go. And it got me through the times I needed to get by.
You see, you needed the money,
Yep.
And thank God we had a little bit of collateral.
Yes, thank goodness, man.
It's like, hey, man, they gave me gas to get to the next town.
Exactly. It's like playing for gas money, but thank God for the gas money. Speaking of sounds, you can find Cindy's music. We are listening to an interview, a chat with Cindy Alter. You can find her music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube, all those good music platforms. We're going to slide into a song by Cindy, which Sister Tracy has so graciously queued up. And Cindy sent me a few songs to choose from. And the one I decided to go with is a tune called I've Been Me, which is pretty self-explanatory. But any words about that before we go into that?
Well, that was my quintessential breakup song. It was a very bad relationship that I was in, that abusive relationship. And it took me a long time to write that because there was still a lot of vitriol, still a lot of anger. And I thought to myself, people say, oh, forgive and forget and move on. I think sometimes you just don't do that.
Yeah, you have to write a good song about it.
I wrote the song about it. And every time I sing it, I go, yeah, I mean it.
There you go. That's how you get some closure, damn it.
Sometimes closure is also overrated, Derek, let me tell you.
Right? Well, either way, you have to be your own psychiatrist sometimes.
Indeed.
Through music. But, well, we appreciate you being here. You've come down a lot of roads. Sounds like you're happy. Thanks for passing on some of that happiness vibe to us at the Church of Rock. We're going to be happy to play your music. And please keep me posted when you have anything new happening. We're always happy to play your stuff.
I so appreciate it, and thank you, Sister Tracy, as well. Thank you both for supporting music, local music, local content. When I say local, I mean American music that might not necessarily get played anywhere else. And I, as an artist, appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you both.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for joining us tonight on the show. We truly appreciate it.
Me too. It was absolute fun. And enjoy the song.
We will. And you have a great rest of your night down there in Nashville. And stay young and stay healthy and stay cool.
I will try all of those things. So must you.
All
stay
right.
well. Mostly stay well.
Okay. Rock on, Cindy. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.
You ready, Sister Tracy?
I'm ready. Got it cute, ready to rock.
I'm excited. It is Cindy Alter with a tune called I've Been Me. What a great title. Here at the Church of Rock and KSKQ Radio.
Well, I've been sitting on the sofa on a Sunday afternoon, reading some old story in the National Tribune. Cars going by, I can hear them as they pass. I look outside my window as the sprinklers hit the grass. And suddenly I'm thinking of what you didn't do. And suddenly I realize that I'm not missing you. Oh, you swore you would love me till the day you died. But you can't love anything, your heart is cold as ice. I cannot forgive you or forget what you have done. Honey, I've been me since you've been gone. Well, I've been thinking all the songs you like that I don't want to hear. Thinking of those nights you smelled like cigarettes and beer. Take these satin sheets, I don't want them anymore. Take your old bandana that was always on the floor. And just because I loved you, I let you in my head. Don't know what I was thinking, cause you weren't that good in bed. You swore you'd love me till the day you died. But you can't love anything, your heart is cold as ice. I cannot forgive you or forget what you have done. Honey, I've been me since you've been gone. Honey, I've been me since you've been gone. Honey, I've been me. You swore you would love me till the day you died. But you can't love anything, your heart is cold as ice. I cannot forgive you or forget what you've done. Honey, I've been me. Honey, I've been me. You swore you would love me till the day you died. But you can't love anything, your heart is cold as ice. I cannot forgive you or forget what you've done. Honey, I've been me. Honey, I've been me since you've been